And first up, we cut across to breaking news coming in. It's a big win for our forces yet again in the anti-Naxal war. 30 Naxals have been killed in Chhattisgarh operations. In fact, top Naxals, Basavraj, who are also among those who've been killed by our forces. Slain Naxal Basavraj had 1 crore bounty on him. Remember, the backbone of Naxals has been broken in Chhattisgarh, and it's a huge milestone in Naxal Mukt Bharat push. Let me cut across to my colleague Sumi Rajapan joining us with further details on the operation. Sumi. Sumi, if you are able to hear me, take us through the latest details. 26 Naxals have been neutralized. It's a big win for our forces. What's the latest that you're picking up from your sources with regards to the operation? All right, not too sure if Sumi is able to hear me at this point. It's a technical snag which we'll try and fix, but here are the details breaking on your screens as we talk. It's a big win for our forces in the anti-Naxal war. As per the latest, we are getting details of how 30 Naxals have been eliminated in the Chhattisgarh operations. Top Naxals that include Basavraj, who've been killed by our forces. It is certainly a big win. And Naxal Basavraj, who had a 1 crore bounty on him, he was a big threat, has finally been neutralized by our forces. The backbone of Naxals has taken a hit. In fact, our forces that have broken the backbone of Naxals in Chhattisgarh. It's a huge milestone in Naxal Mukt Bharat push, where once again our forces have proved their mettle on the ground, risking their lives. 26 Naxals have been neutralized in this latest operation that is being reported from Chhattisgarh. Sumi Rajapan, who stays ahead with all the details, will join us shortly, where she'll also tell us about the latest as far as the operation is concerned. The picture on the right of your screens is of that of slain top Naxal Basavraj, the man who had a 1 crore bounty on him, the man who's responsible for claiming several lives when it comes to our forces, and how he was a big threat. But with the alertness and agility of our forces on the ground, there 26 Naxals have been eliminated. It's a huge win and a huge push as far as Naxal Mukt Bharat is concerned. We are trying to get in touch with Sumi Rajapan, who's tracking all the developments on the ground. But certainly a big development as far as fighting against Naxals is concerned. And given the threat, the danger, putting their lives at stake, this is yet again a huge win for our forces, where 30 Naxals, we are learning, have been eliminated. I believe Sumi is back with us from Raipur. Sumi, the latest on the operation.
Yes, absolutely. It is said to be one of the most successful operations when it comes to the anti-Naxal operation so far. In fact, recently also we had seen how in Bijapur there was an operation that was ongoing for more than 20 days, and more than 20 Naxals had been eliminated in that particular operation as well. It's been barely a fortnight, and this particular operation is now alive, and it in fact is underway right now, because most of the Naxals have already been killed, and in fact their bodies are being recovered. A huge cache of weapons are also being recovered. However, we're waiting for the official confirmation, and we're also getting to know from our top sources that Keshav Rao, who was known as the moniker as Keshav Rao, has also been eliminated, who was carrying a bounty of ₹1 crore. Again, we have to wait for an official confirmation on that. But biggest success has been said to be achieved by the security forces. And this particular operation was ongoing in the Narayanpur area, Narayanpur, Bijapur and Sukhma, the border areas where Abujmar actually pans through across these 3 districts. And this particular operation is underway in Mard region. But it is very important to understand understand how Chhattisgarh is now moving or probably inching slower towards the end of Naxalism as promised by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Union Home Minister Amit Shah had already given a word as to how the deadline has been set aside as March 2026 for a Naxal Mukt Bharat, and certainly security forces are moving very stealthily towards that path. But this particular operation was in fact underway and in fact was executed by the DRG, which is the specialized unit of the Chhattisgarh police in dealing with all the anti-Naxal operation. And this is important that the number is likely to go up and it is going to create history is what we are getting to know from our sources. But again, we have to wait for the official confirmation. But what we have already picked up is that more than 26 Naxals have been neutralized, and one security personnel has also lost his life, unfortunately, and one is injured and undergoing treatment at the district hospital. Now, this has been confirmed by the Home Minister, Chhattisgarh's Home Minister, Vijay Sharma.
All right, so more than 26 who've been eliminated, and we wait for how the number of Naxals who've been eliminated in this operation is, of course, we'll come back to you, but fact still remains, like you said, that this is a big win for our forces when it comes to eliminating red terror. We move on at the moment.